very welcome, folks. Thanks a million for coming along. So we're just having a little event here to publicise our three SSE Electricity Premier Division fixtures coming up in the month of September. We're all really looking forward to it. I know you're here to talk to the lads, and the lads are looking forward to getting stuck in with you as well, I'm sure. So I'll keep this nice and short. Three brilliant games to look forward to. It's been a real pleasure, and it's been brilliant to be involved as a rights holder and broadcaster of the League of Ireland this year. It's been long overdue, and it helps as well when you've got three great games like this. So we're heading into the business end of the season, and all these fixtures, I think, please God anyway, would have some relevance to either title, European places, and in a couple of the cases just a bit of niggle in there. That's always good for broadcasters anyway. So we're really hoping that the games are good, and I'm sure they will be. The crowds are up, as we know, and the product is really good as well, and that the football family gets behind the coverage and tunes in as well. Just want to add, of course, that there's loads going on in terms of Virgin Media Television sport-wise at the moment. It comes in the middle of a week when we're showing the World Athletics Championships with Rashida Aleke's final tonight, hopefully being the centrepiece of all that. We also have the Champions League playoff round is on at the moment as well, so we've a live match tonight over the next couple of weeks that will lead into the group stage of the Champions League, Europa League, Conference League, all coming up on Virgin Media Television over the next few months as well, so another season of that in store. And of course, outside of football, the Rugby World Cup's just around the corner, so we've 24 live games kicking off with Ireland's opener against Romania, as well as, gotta get this right now, make sure I get the list, international football, Six Nations Rugby, World Class Horse Racing, Bellator and UFC, if you're into that, and NFL highlights as well, so loads to look forward to. As I said, I know you might get chatting to the lads, so just going to have a quick word and see how they're all feeling ahead of the business end of the season. As I say, I'm going to start with you, Cameron. Do have to ask you about last week and what a tough week it was. How do you bounce back from going out of two competitions and penalty shootouts?
Best thing you do, you can't dwell on situations like that. It's gone now, so we just have to look forward to the league now.
I was struck by something Rory Higgins said though afterwards, that he felt, and I'm sure Joe sitting beside you will have something to say about this, but he felt that you were the better team in both games. Is that something that gives you encouragement and gives you a bit of confidence as you refocus for the remainder of the campaign?
Yeah, 100%. We just have to take the positive from the game and then bring them into the league now.
Looking at the games that you have three away games before you play Rovers. That's going to be our second of the three live games, Derry against Rovers on the 15th. That's a case of you got to get your head down, get the job done in those games before you even think about Rovers, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm seeing on Friday night and Wales Bulls is going to be very difficult, and then even Dundalk the next week's very difficult. Every game's a difficult game to play this year. And
I guess for Derry, is the big thing start putting the ball in the back of the net and turning those performances into results?
Yeah, there's many chances that we could have scored and we haven't taken them, so we just need to be positive and focused.
Yeah. Joe, thanks for joining us. I know you were training this morning. The rest of the lads were in here playing table football and drinking coffee and all that. First of all, just for yourself, I know you're back after a long injury layoff. I guess it must be good to be back.
Yeah, no, it is. It's great to be back,
Yeah. And what was your take on that shootout win on Sunday?
No, look, obviously we were on the other side of it. It's a tough way to lose and a great way to win. And obviously it was a great game up there and a very tough opponent, and look, it was a flip of the coin at the end of the day.
Is that old cup magic starting to swirl around Richmond Park again?
Look, we just taking it game by game, and obviously with the draw now up in Finn Harps, so just have to focus on that, and whatever way it goes then.
Can I ask you about some of the young players that you have around the squad? One of the joys, we've actually shown two Pats games already this season. Some people were speculating that Brian Kerr was picking the fixtures for us, so we'll have you guys in action against Dundalk as well, as I mentioned, and the likes of Mason Melia, now that he's got the junior cert out of the way. We hear about Adam Murphy obviously is off to Bristol City, so you've got that sense of people are looking at your players as well, but they're all contributing to on the field as you go along as well. What's it like playing with those quality young players?
Yeah, when you're playing with them, I mean, you forget how young they are. Obviously, you've got young Sam Curtis in there as well, who's been one of the standout performers in the league. And no, but in training they just fit in. Like you forget Mason's 15 and just have to doing the juniors here. But no, they have good heads on their shoulders, and I mean they're getting the right treatment, and hopefully they go on to have great careers.
Will that be a big loss?
Yeah, of course you will in the centre of the pitch. He's been great for us, his energy, but look, we've got a lot of other good players that can fit in there.
Yeah. Do you believe you can challenge these boys for the title as well?
That's obviously our plan, is to go out and win every game and try and compete for titles. That's why we all up here, and that's why we all play football, I suppose, to win leagues and win cups.
Yeah. Okay, thanks Joe. Dylan, I'm going to come to you. Bows in the middle of a run of massive games as well. Nice to get a few goals as a squad in the cup, albeit against a Munster senior league team. Did you get the impression, just hearing you chatting earlier, do you feel that Bows are ahead of schedule in where you are at the table and where you are in the competitions from where you set out at the start of the season?
I wouldn't say ahead of schedule, I'd say we just, as I said, we're a new group, so we don't really think too far ahead. Take each game as it comes, as the manager says, just keep working hard and hopefully you get the rewards at the end of the season in terms of European places or whatnot. So that's all we focus on, is trying to go to the next game,
Yeah, and is there a belief that they can challenge League and Cup coming down the track, that you can be contenders?
I don't even think you can think that far ahead in terms of, we have Derry on Friday and we have Rovers the following week, so like people be saying the complete opposite by the end of them 2 games, you know what I mean? So you can't think too far ahead of Derry. That's the way for me.
Just give us your sense of playing in one of those Dublin derbies against Rovers. They're great to watch, they're always great occasions. What do they like to play in?
No, it's good. Obviously, the crowd, both sets of fans are great, like, but there's a real edge on the pitch as well, so it's very exciting to play in, and it's something we always look forward to.
Do you feel you're overdue a win this season in them?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay, that sets the tone then. Dan, I'm going to come to you now. Just all the attention around the European games, just aside from that, is there a little sense that Dundalk are starting to come into a bit of form now, starting to get the results, starting to get the wins, and is this now a defining period for your season looking ahead?
Yeah, as you said, I think we're in a little bit of form now. We've obviously the manager is telling all the lads that we've certain way we're playing now at the moment, and it seems to be working. So it's we've tough games coming up, as you said, but we are hitting a little bit of form. We're just looking to take that forward into the next few games. Yeah,
Rovers, Derry, and then Pats, the game that's live on the 22nd of September. So a load of tough fixtures coming ahead. But only 3 points off the European places heading into that. So you've got a real target in mind going into those games.
Yeah, listen, I think as Dill said, we're trying to do this as soon as the balls and taking it game by game. And listen, we're in a good bit of form, as you said. We're just looking forward to the games ahead. There's obviously tough games coming up. There's no easy games in the league, so we've Rovers on Friday, which is going to be really tough. I don't think we've beat them in Connolly since 2019. So listen, that's going to be tough, but we're well capable. As I said, we're in a good bit of form. So.
And just a word on that cup draw against Galway, John Caulfield team, bit of history there with Cork and back in the day with Dundalk.
Yeah, listen, it's going to be tough. Obviously, they're going to be big lads, dogged and very physical. So we'll be looking forward to it. But it's going to be there's no easy game anyway in the cup, and it's something we're looking forward to.
Last one then, that game against Pats comes up in a few weeks' time, and when Pats are involved, the Stephen O'Donnell element is there, and I believe the visit earlier in the season wasn't the most pleasant evening. Obviously you don't get the result, but Dundalk weren't made to feel terribly welcome, which makes it a bit of a good occasion for us broadcasting it to work all those angles in. What's it like to play in an atmosphere like that?
Yeah, to be fair, we don't be tuning into any of that stuff, but it does be hostile. Listen, it's obviously it's Pats are a great club, and there's a bit of bite in it because obviously your manager's left them to come to us, so there's always going to be a little bit of niggle in it. But as players, we don't look into that stuff. I know there was a small bit of trouble after it when he was trying to get onto the bus, but we just need to focus on ourselves, and hopefully we'll get a win.
Yeah. I wonder where the bus and park this time.
I won't park in the same spot.
Graham, last word to you then, last but not least. All these lads are chasing you boys, you've got targets on your back. A few disappointments to bear in the last few weeks and months with Europe and the Cup. Have you been able to reset and go again and sort of refocus for the remainder of the league campaign?
Yeah, we obviously have. We've obviously had a difficult time with European football and going out of the cup. We didn't obviously have a league game for a while, and obviously now being out of competition, the full focus is back on the league. And we obviously got a good win against Cork and conceded late on against Shells, which was a big blow for us. But we obviously know that we have very difficult games coming up, and we know everybody's chasing us, so we have to be fully focused on every single game.
Is the sort of symbolic thing about 4 in a row, we know what it means for Rovers as a club, is that a big part of your motivation as a group of players going into the last few weeks of the season?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously every year brings it new challenges, and obviously this year brings the challenge of trying to win 4 in a row. But we know obviously how big it is for the club, for us as players. We want to be a part of history, and that's what we're fully focused on. It's going to obviously be very difficult because we have everybody coming for us. But yeah, we have to fully focus on every game.
And your Bows coming for you next week. Do you enjoy those games?
Yeah, they're big games. They're always down to desire, passion, who wants to win them more, and things like that. And obviously it's going to be a very, very difficult game, but we'll come to that after Dundalk.
Just a word on Justin Ferzai, then that move to Frosinone announced yesterday. Would he be a loss to the squad?
Obviously it'd be a loss to the squad, but I think obviously the squad we have here is it's so strong. Obviously game time from Justin probably was limited at this moment in time, and obviously that move comes from him. But obviously he's a brilliant player, a lot of ability and talent, and we wish him all the best for his move.
Well, lads, it's been great chatting to you. We're going to see you doing what you do best. Not that your talking game and we're getting comfortable here in the old pundits chairs. Like definitely a future there for you. But we're going to see you do what you do best on Virgin Media Television over the next few weeks. Give them a little round of applause there. I'm just going to double check I have these details right. 1st of September, Shamrock Rovers, Bohemians. 15th of September, Derry City, Shamrock Rovers, and 22nd of September, St Pat's and Dundalk. So.